Hi everyone, Soleil here and I'm back for my May book haul. So last month, there were still some books that I wasn't able to include in my April book haul, so I'm including it now here for my May book haul. So some of the books arrived today, so some of it I'll be able to include, but the rest maybe I'll just include it in my June book haul. So let's start. First is the Traitor's Kiss. I got it from Driftbox. Next is Traitor's Ruin. This is book 2 from Bookoutlet. If you see, the reason why I got it mainly is because of the cover, but when I read the synopsis, it's a different kind of story for a feminine lead, so I decided to get it. Hopefully, I'll get the third book. And then I got from Book Outlet again, Immortal Reign. This is the final book of the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it because it's a really good read for if you're craving for a fantasy story. So this is the final book. My daughter and I finished the series, and we both love it. So this one will go somewhere there. That's why I made some space just for this one. Then next is Reunited. This is book 3 of the Reawakened trilogy by Colleen Hook. If you've read the Tiger Saga series, I know that you're gonna love it. That's why when I saw that Colleen Hook has another trilogy, I decided to complete it as well. Even if I haven't started it, I know I'm gonna love it. And look at the cover. I can't get the other two. Later, I'll show you. I'm so in love with the eye picture or diagram drawing, everything that concerns the eye. I love it. So this is really for me. And the cover and the book, Naked Book Spine. It's maroonish. Next is Thunderhead. So this is by Neil Schusterman. This is the second book since this is just a duology. I've read book 1 already, the Scythe, and I loved it. And good thing I was able to get this as well from Book Outlet. Same with this one, Book Outlet. Thanks, Book Outlet. Um, Although it has a little tear. I forgot if I got the scratch and dent up. Anyway, this is a thick one, so I'm looking forward to finishing this too. Actually, I started reading book 2, this one, via ebook. So when I felt like I'm really gonna enjoy it, I made it a point to get the second one from Book Outlet, even if it's a scratch and dent. So, yay. Next is Nikolai Leskov, The Enchanted Wanderer. I got it from the clearance sale. I think this is just less than $1. Forgot how much it is. When I read the synopsis, it was kind of interesting, so I decided to get it since it was so cheap. Um, I think this author is one of the translators of Tolstoy's books. Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, Chekhov, and Gogol. So, and it's quite heavy. And then, this one from Book Outlet as well. I was so surprised that it was a big, tall book. I was really glad because most of the books that I got was like the regular hardcover, but this one, it turned out to be a big, tall book, and I was really happy because I always prefer the big tall books than the regular ones, because especially if it's a fantasy read, because I feel like it makes the book much more special. And the cover, it's so badass. But if you'll notice, I feel like they're almost the same, right? This is the UK cover of the Queen of the Turling. Um, I've read this as well, so I'm hoping this one will be. I think this is it's a standalone. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm so looking forward to this one. And let's admire the cover first. How pretty it is. Then the last three books. This one, I found it at Thriftbooks. I was so happy because I cannot believe. At first, I was what do you call this, hesitant to get it, and I was doubting myself if I made the right decision, because when it said that the rate was like $5 or $6, I was thinking, is this really gonna send me a leather bound book, or it's just a wrong format again? So when it arrived at my cart in my US address, I was so happy that it was really indeed a leather bound at $6. So it's so pretty, right? So it will complement my other leather bound Bronte Sisters by Charlotte Bronte. This one I got from a thrift books here locally at book sale 4 years ago, I guess. And then this one from thrift books online. I'm so lucky. I can't believe that I got the leather bound for a really, really good price. So, and just a little there, but space that I don't mind. But the rest is very nice. Still in very good condition. So, yay for me. Oh, no. And the last two, these were the books I ordered from Barnes and Noble sometime November, before we had some problems ordering. So I was able to get Agatha Christie's, and then there were none. At first, I thought it was just this story for this letter bound. It turned out that this one is an omnibus of the three stories, and then there were none. Um, Crooked House and Endless Night. So it made me happier to know that I got three books. I always want the omnibus kind. Look at that. So nice. Right? It'll go well with either my Agatha Christie collection, or I'll line it up with my leather bound collection. I always love it when books include ribbons, you know, so I don't need to put bookmarks there. And the last one, this one has been in my wish list, in my I really need to get it book since forever. The first time I encountered this was actually the first time I got interested in the story was because of the movie when I was younger, working actually around 20s, my 20s. I was with my friends, and we weren't able to watch the movie in the cinema near our area, so we decided to go sort of provincial just to watch it. At that time, the provincial areas were the ones who's quite delayed in showing the movie. So if you wanted to watch some movies that's not available in the city, you can go provincial, which is what we did. And then after we watched it, and then I became a reader, I realized that Barnes and Noble had this leather bound copy, and I was really so into getting one for me, but I decided to wait for the Black Friday sale, and fortunately I was able to get this and the Agatha Christie one. So I haven't opened it yet, but Agatha Christie, I was so excited to break the plastic cover right away. This one I might put on hold the removal of the plastic cover, because I need to shuffle first where I'm gonna put leather bounds. So far I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books for this haul, and I'm so happy with my finds. That 10 books, sorry, 10 books, especially the leather bounds. Oh, I forgot this one. Ah, this one pa pala. I got this as well. Sorry. I got this as well from Thriftbox. I think I got it for like $5 only. In same scenario, I was thinking if I'm gonna get a leather bound or just a regular hardcover book. So when it arrived at my cart, I was really jumping because I was like hitting the jackpot, that I got this for really cheap. And then when it got here, it's so pretty. It's so nice. And it has a green ribbon, and this one's the pretty one. There you go. So far that's my haul. If ever I forget including some of the books, maybe I'll include it in the part of my May book haul, or I'll include it in my June book haul. So that's it for now. I do hope you had fun watching this haul. If you have questions, do comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe in my channel and press like. Thanks. Bye.